Alright, we're back. I just decided, we're going to stream in 1080p, not 4K. It's not going to work, not with this internet. But I hope you guys are enjoying the video or the live stream. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. This will, of course, be condensed and trying to figure out everything here, because this is my first live stream on YouTube. Yeah, everything I hope is working well. If not, I might just... Alright, we are back. Okay. So again, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe. We're going to be doing the off season today. We'll go through, if you didn't see the end of the recap, we'll look at the result of the year. Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl 35-6 over the Carolina Panthers. Matt Milano won MVP, Super Bowl MVP of the regular season, Aaron Rodgers, Coach of the Year, Brian Daboll. Barkley won Player of the Year. DeMarcus Lawrence, Defensive Player of the Year. Rookies of the Year were Drake London and Thibodeau. And I believe they are not restricted to... we can check the stats real quick. I believe when I did them, I didn't check to be sure, but of all rookies, we can... in our yearly awards here. I mean, it's obviously going to be DeMarcus Lawrence, Trayvon Diggs. That was fine. Jonathan Taylor, yeah, that makes sense. We have to check. It's either Alec Pierce and Devin Lloyd. We can check their stats. We'll see. I might... it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Devin Lloyd for the Jaguars. 142 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 2 picks. I can see the case, but Thibodeau had 14.5 sacks, and for Alec Pierce... And the Colts, remember, Drake had a lot... Yeah, he had a lot more production. So, yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully it is. You can see we do have a new Browns head coach. And I'll take a look at the all the transactions in a minute. We do have a couple of upgrades. And by a couple, I mean 4. We will get to Barkley in a minute. We're going to edit him, make him a 98 as he is deserved. To go at 98, not 99. Let him earn that final overall. That's a good upgrade to 88. We're going to go for the rest. Thibodeau got an upgrade up to 83. He was a Pro Bowl alternate. If you, again, watched, you can see his motivations. And we'll take a look at Barkley's motivations because they actually are helping us out, I think. I don't think we're going to lowball him. I think with Daniel Jones probably heading out, it's going to be easy to say. And I forgot to record as well. I'm going to be recording this. Or I might just do the stream and just say forget it. We'll see if I start dropping frames. Anyway, staff. I haven't been upgrading the staff all year because I think it's... I don't like the talent tree for upgrading is... not that fun for me because XP, I probably want this, but whatever. If anything, I'm gonna go to the player personnel. I'm gonna do some of this for trades because we are going to be making a trade. We do need a quarterback after all. We're going to get these. And I believe that is all our points. Got us all the way down here to in the trades section, which is good. That's going to help us out. We're going to have to trade up to get to the where we want to select a quarterback, but I think all of our staff is fine. I don't know if we can see here So new head coach of the Browns, Justin King. It looks like Stefanski was fired. We'll look at head coaches. Yeah, Stefanski was fired. Brent Perkins of the Jaguars was fired. I guess I don't know what happened to Peterson. Pete Carroll retired for the Seahawks. 9 talents. Justin King apparently ended up on the Vikings. He was fired. Brent Perkins was hired for the Seahawks. Might replace. We got the Bears coordinator fired. Browns coordinator fired. All this offense. A lot of fired. No hirings yet. We'll take a look later. If we need to. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. These menus are really slow. This is just going to be a more chill stream, by the way. I forgot to retire all these coaches. I'm gonna retire all the coaches. Basically, this is gonna back us all out. I'm gonna do that real quick, where I retire all the coaches. Basically, you retire the coaches. They stay in the game, if I remember correctly. I don't do that in the regular season because it messes with voting. Which might be why LaFleur didn't win Coach of the Year. Because in order to record the games, you need to actually be on the team. So we're going to retire. Because I don't know. Because I don't want to risk ruining all the Packers, or especially our divisional rivals. Don't want to sabotage the Cowboys as much as I believe that would probably be funny to some. So we're going to go ahead and retire all of these guys. It's going to mess up the coaching tree, but I don't think it matters in the end. We can check afterwards if it's still like guys like Sirianni, McCarthy, and stuff like that. As a side note, I do have all of the I almost did Brian Daboll. I do have all the stats tracked. So for next year, just gonna make it easier. Just remember, it's all broadcast style, and we are. This is tedious. I forgot to do this beforehand. I would have. Otherwise, and unfortunately, every time, except for the Bills, every time I chose a new team to watch in the playoffs, they just didn't. All right, and just a few more left. It would be nice if, in general with this game, the menus are just extraordinarily slow. And you saw it. I'm not signed into EA or anything. I believe online is faster, but you lose the ability to own multiple characters in a single save, which is stupid. I get why, I guess I get why, because you want to be able to have multiple people in a stream, in a franchise together, but let us have different characters, and that, for me to be able to do it, I'd have to have multiple accounts, and again, it would mess up. Basically, our division rivals will never win Coach of the Year, which doesn't really matter at the end of the day. We could check at the staff moves. We can see if all these guys retired. Now, it looks like all of them are going to stay in, which is nice. So we're going to head to re-sign week. Officially, the last character left. Check who we upgraded. So we got mock draft day 3, or number 3. We're gonna have to check at the mock draft. I have been looking at prospects. I haven't been updating on prospects because it's not the same as last year, obviously. Apparently, the Texans have the #1 and #2 pick. That's right, because Cleveland was absolutely awful, too, in this franchise. They're taking 2 edge rushers. Apparently, the Eagles projected to take quarterback, which is interesting with Jalen Hurts. Now, back all the way down, Cody Burns is going to the Dolphins. Okay. We're projected to take safety. A strong safety. I'm telling you right now, we're not taking a strong safety. I just want to get a feel of where the quarterbacks are. So we got one, Brad Bolden to the Eagles. That's corner. And Cody Burns to the Dolphins projected right now. If we take a look at the other ones, just want to see in general where these quarterbacks are falling. Brad Bolden to 22. Wait. Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny. 2 quarterbacks. And apparently, I didn't see where we were. 19. We're taking a Michael linebacker. Which, you know, if we didn't have the quarterback problem, probably would happen. And the quarterbacks in this draft, mock draft, 19. And 27. So, usually, like right around where our range is. You can see we were picking 8 that early in the season. So, we're going to have to see. We'll take a look at our team in a second. I do have some guys scouted. Mostly quarterbacks. Got some receivers and corners. Take a look at some retirements. Trevathan gone. Jerry Hughes is done. Randy Bullock. Dustin Colquitt. Cole Beasley. Al Woods. Kim, Calais Campbell, Aronis Grassu, Brian Hoyer, McCourty, Ferentz, Stanford, Malcolm Smith, Dwayne Brown, Flacco, Emmanuel Sanders, Robbie Gould, Trent Williams, John Jenkins, Chad Henne, Mason Crosby, Chase Daniel, Andy Lee, AJ Green, McCoy, Julio Jones, Josh Johnson, Roger Saffold with the Bills, Riley Reif, Tywan Jones, Giovanni Bernard, Andre Roberts, Tavon Austin, Deshaun Jackson, Jason Peterson, really fun names. Tyan Secchi, Strap Harris, and Malik Jackson. Jimmy Graham was still around. Andrew Sendejo, Mohamed Sanu, Jack Rabbit, Darren Fells, Andre Smith, Prince Amukamara, and of course, Pete Carroll. That's always fun going through, especially watching the NFL for a long time now. We do have to re-sign players, so we'll go to re-sign week. And it's going to be Saquon Barkley. He has a lot of interest in signing with the team. And if he doesn't take this player-friendly contract, he's going to regret it. So we're going to just write down the contract. 6 years for 60.6 and 4.6 times 6 is... Oh. And 27.6 guaranteed. Okay. That's a fair deal. Come on, Barkley. And Saquon is returning. Okay, we got our first guy back. And then we got the other guys. Sterling Shepard doesn't have interest. I don't think we're going to re-sign him. He is 30 at this point. Man, I didn't realize he was that old. It makes me feel old. Slayton is interesting. He's 26. He hasn't gotten playing time. I don't want to overcommit. We do have a lot of cap space. I want to get star players. That's, I think, my big thing here. Shepard doesn't have interest. Cold Weather State has income tax, doesn't have a franchise quarterback. He's 30 years old. He practically missed all of last season with injury. I don't think so. Daniel Jones, we're going to withdraw an offer. Not interested. Daniel Jones, he has interest. big market, mentor at the position, historic championships. I mean, pretty much maxed out, even more than Barkley. But we have Tyrod Taylor on the roster. He didn't retire. If he retired, maybe this is a different story. He with a bridge QB, I'm not seeing him. He's not the future. He's done. Darius Slayton. I gotta make sure I have all these done because I'm gonna be doing a voiceover, so I have to script this out. Darius Slayton. I mean, I think it's tough here because this is about what, 5 a year. That is not a lot. It's neutral. He has a lot of interest in the team. He's a scheme fit. We're a playoff contender. We don't have that quarterback. If he accepts the 15.3, it's 4.8 mil guaranteed. I think he could stay on the team. If not, we're gonna get it. And he did sign. Okay, nice. So we got him. Breida we can just replace. So not interested. Jamie Gillen. I can just say not interested. I will try to bring around. So Gillian. I mean, I'm gonna do very it's gonna be very player friendly. Just because I just want for 3 years. I mean, it doesn't matter. Three for 3.6. That's 1.5 guaranteed. Yeah, that's easy. The other ones, Julian Love is actually. I like Julian Love in real life, and he's 25, star development. Not really interested in the team, and I think he can be a good contributor. This is actually, I feel like a cheap contract. Only a few a year. Let's see if he accepts it. And he's going to. Okay, I like that. Richie James. Not interested. O'Shane, Zimenez, same thing. These are depth guys that I'm like, we can re-sign in the free agent stage. Justin Ellis is not good. We're gonna need to overhaul of our depth defensive tackles because despite it was really shocking with Williams, not Nick, but Leonard and Dexter Lawrence, just really bad against the run. I don't know. Antonio Williams, I mean, yeah, again, Bills legend, doesn't matter. The rest of these guys can go, basically. I'm actually going to just say in the video that we just don't care. Those were the only ones. I can just actually leave off Breida because that doesn't matter. But yeah, so for our re-signs, it's going to be Saquon Barkley to a big deal. 6 for 60 mil. Sterling Shepard and Daniel Jones we rejected. Slayton 3 for 15. Gillen for 3 and 3 for 3.5. And Julian Love 3 for 9.25. That's pretty much all of them. And I think we can head to free agency. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think we can go to free agency. We can see who we want to sign. All right, we can look at the combine first. They changed it this year. we'll take a look at our guys. Brad Bolden on a combine, good, solid. Let's see, the guy I was interested in, by the way, is he's a later guy, round 1 to 2 projection. Is Jonathan Cummings. Good accuracies, not so good against the pressure. You can see we're one of his top fits, but 4.5 40, very strong with 17 reps, 33.9 inch vertical, 10-foot broad jump, 7-second 3-cone, 4.27 20-yard, all ranking in the top 5 of quarterbacks, all but one in the top 2. He is an elite athlete, and I will be willing to trade up for him. You can see injuries is a problem, only D. I hope it's not actually a problem. And stamina is actually weird. But I think he's going to be someone I want to look at. I mean, I never really hearted the players. We can look at combine results in a minute. Actually, we'll do that. We'll look at... Wish there was an easier way to look at combine. Just for a receiver. I wrote these down that I wanted to look at. I mean, AJ Ginn. These guys we're not going to see because they're really good. Not really fast. I want a burner. Because as good as Wandale, Collin, and Galladay were, we do need to upgrade that receiver. They were dropping a lot of passes as well. I mean, Daniel Jones was awful. Dwayne Durham is really good. Try to look at these round 2 to 3 guys. Did not participate in the combine. I forgot. That's a feature now where some players will only do pro days. Oh, this guy's a 4.5. Never mind. You can stay away. Robert Hutton. All these guys we don't have really scouted. 4.39 is good. We'll take a look at pro days later. It's really quarterback with me. After that, we can just throw darts. And I believe we can just go to free agency and see who's available. And Terry McLaurin is available. Not interested with the G-Men. That is actually shocking. Wow. Who's interested in him? He has 0 interest in the team. But if I do a very player-friendly deal... I mean, I don't know. I feel like we can't just pass this up. I mean... it's Terry McLaurin. It's one of the best receivers in football. As you can tell by his, overall and stuff. But, like, oh my goodness, if we can't just snag him. I mean, we have a good offer strength as team friendly. I mean, we have good players available. You can see quarterback Daniel Jones very interested still, but we're not going to sign these guys. We have him. We do have running backs available. Josh Jacobs didn't re-sign with the Raiders. Interesting. Fullbacks do not care about. But Terry McLaurin, Calvin Ridley. I mean, if we... Odell, geesh. Juju Smith-Schuster, Landry, Russell Gage. I do want guys who are interested in the team, so it's going to be Ridley, Barrios is one of them. I think, we can have, I just want to know what an eval offer is. I want at least one of them, right? So 2 teams are interested. It's San Francisco, and my offer seems better. I do want Calvin. He's very interested in the team. There's a lot of cap space on top 2 receivers, especially, or top 3 with Galladay. I'm going to do it, though, because, I mean, we're going to go. We're going to give our new QB a lot of help. We're going to shell out all the money we have into getting our future franchise QB some help. So we got 2 offers. We're the only offer on Ridley. I do want... I want some depth tight end. Maybe Parham. Parham's a glitch in Madden Ultimate Team. I just want to see our tight end room. It's Bellinger and Hudson, I believe. I do want 3 tight ends on the team. And yeah, it's just those 2. I kind of want to develop Bellinger, so I don't necessarily want to get just a like high overall guy. I just want kind of a depth. We'll be okay with being on the team. Adam Shaheen is available. Blake Jarwin is fast. We can get like a burner at tight end. Taysom Hill's available. He's 33 and old, but or Juwan Johnson. Juwan? Yeah. I thought he was a receiver. Oh well. He's a guy no one's interested in. I mean, we can wait for a different stage. We can see who's available on offensive line. Elkton Jenkins, actually, he was a Pro Bowler, right? And he's more of a guard. So we can slide him inside. He's 27. He can, actually, I would rather have that. So we're going to go all out again. We're going to do player friendly. We'll go 5 for 61 with a 40 mil guarantee. Technically won't be signed, or we can look at the defensive tackle market. Not really anyone. These are edges. Larry Ogunjobi, I mean, really anyone I want. Let's see, linebackers. Levante David. He's still really good. How much cap space will I have? 14 mil if I just... If I just go 175 like this. I mean... Just do something like this. If he accepts, he accepts. Not a really good offer. He doesn't... We're not on there. I'm not going to outspend. I'm not outspending. Never mind. I do want some good players. Not really good corners available. We can bring James Bradbury back. I mean, there are some guys like Rashad Fenton, Trayvon Mullen, Jamal Dean. If he was interested, I would want him, but let's see. There are safeties available. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was a former cornerback. If we sign him, that we can swap him back to corner. Give him a 5-year deal. Just go all out. 45. 18.5. I mean, guaranteed. I think this would be good. And we get one more pick. Maybe Kaiser White or Calvin. Maybe Kaiser White. Yeah. Get him on the team. Move him to middle linebacker. More team. Medium value. I mean, some former Eagles, but you know what? Why not? Let's see. It's a neutral value. We'll see. I'm actually going to swap it to team friendly. I'm going to cheat. So 2 for 12.2 and a 7.2 guaranteed. I didn't use any of the eval offers. I might do that with Terry because I want the receiver. We're going to use the eval offer. Oh. So I think that means they're on the team. I guess I didn't realize how that worked completely. But Jenkins, we can look at our signings. We got 4 of them. Gardner Johnson. Where'd he go to? Oh, he went to Jacksonville. Okay. So I guess the corners we have left. I guess Jamal Dean. Oh, we're not going to really be in it. So I think that's really enough. We can go to tight ends. I'm going to go and get Taysom Hill. Actually, Juwan Johnson. He's interested in the team. He doesn't have any interested parties. If he wants to come here, he can take a team-friendly deal. 2 for 7 with 3.4 guaranteed. Yeah, I think... Okay. Then I think that's about it. I think we're really confident. I'm really confident in their free agent class then. We'll go to next week. We do have another mock draft. Let's see. We can check Pro Day results in a minute. He didn't sign. We'll see. But I think that is pretty much the team. I'm going to do my position changes real quick. If we look at the team now, Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, Superstar X Factor. Welcome to the team. Deep in Elite. And outside Apprentice. I can't edit abilities. An Ankle Breaker. So I can't cheat. That's the real thing. Galladay, Kadarius Toney. Oh, let me just make sure to generate best lineup. Ridley, I believe, is still injured. So he'll be back for the next year, but 84 deep threat star development. He was really good in he was really good with what's it called? Atlanta when he was not a gambler, but you know what? Doesn't matter. So we're going to change Jenkins to right guard. Actually, we're going to go to left guard. We're going to replace Bazzudu because Bazzudu is really bad. And this is the new offensive line. Andrew Thomas. I mean, Evan Neal is a superstar, so he's going to get really good. We need a center. I would love to get a center, actually. But the offensive line is really good. We're going to look at free agency and try to get a center. Bradley Bozeman is signed. Tyler Larson's really it. If I can... We'll go 1 for 5.1 for 5.1. And 2.5 guaranteed. And that will be our center. Hopefully. I think that's really it. Just for free agency in general, I think that is where we want to be, and we'll see where the team is. Let's see who signs. Come on. Oh, we have 5th-year options. And Andrew Thomas, obviously. So we're going to pick up his 5th-year option. Let's see. Come on. I am begging for my guys to sign. We do have, okay, Larson and Johnson. All right. So we got all our guys. I think we can head to the draft, and we will go through a preseason game. I do want to go through the 2 mock drafts and just see where we're projected with the QBs and everything. Again, Brad Bolden to the Lions. Cody Burns. And we are projected with our at 28 to pick QB with Jonathan Cummings. Again, the Texans have been on 2 edges for a while. And yeah, they're going to project us with Cummings. We're going to see how far he falls. I mean, we're going to see if he... We're going to delegate that to staff. We're going to see if he falls. We're going to try to trade up. I think Kadarius Toney is probably on his way out, especially with his, the real-life trade. I'm going to try to get him out of here. Just respect his real-life decision. And I think we're ready. So, the NFL 2023 draft is underway. And we will go ahead and pause. And we'll go through every single pick to start the first round. We are projected, well, we are picking 28th. And the Houston Texans with the number 1 overall pick will select Taylor Brown, the edge out of Miami. With the number 2 overall pick, the Houston Texans will take A.J. Ginn, the wide receiver out of TCU. The Detroit Lions. Brad Bolden, okay. And Davis Morgan. Kyle Hawkins. The Commanders. Matt Barton. The Eagles. Dwight Tynes, the Seahawks, who the team I am scared of. Zaire Griffin. I want to poke around, though. I don't think the Jets are taking QB. Alex McDonald. The Falcons are a team I am scared of. So we are going to go to the trade center. And with we'll see what the number 10 overall pick is. See what the trade block says. With the Falcons. Manual trade. want to have my #1 pick. Kadarius Toney. And we'll go Daz Newsome. If I submit this, we need more. So, if I just... I didn't want to do that. Go first and a second next year. Okay, so this is going to be our... I'm going to trade 2 first-round picks to get to the Atlanta Falcons. So it's going to be Kadarius Toney and a 2024 first. So we're going to give up 2 first-round picks, is what's going to happen here. And Kadarius Toney. So, that puts us on the clock. The New York Giants are selecting 10th overall. I think this is more realistic. Don't want to wait until like the 30 or the late 20s to pick our QB of the future, a real life team outside of Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore obviously is the exception. But we have our guy, Jonathan Cummings. We'll take a look at his physicals. I mean, just video game numbers, and you know it is video game, but just elite athlete. Just you can't. I didn't mean to do that. Just you can't replace it. So we're gonna draft him. Hidden development. We don't know his overall, but he has a lot of good skills. You can see his athletic rankings: 88 speed, 90 throw power. Not the strongest guy in the world, but he is hidden development. He'll wear number 9 if that's not retired. I will change numbers if they are retired, but he is our guy. We'll go through the rest of the draft, or the first round picks. The Cardinals will select Quentin Pollard. The Raiders, Nasir Andrews. Devontae Warner to the Patriots. The Jaguars select Brandon Hood. Doug Anthony to the Vikings. Jonathan Gandy to the Buccaneers. The Baltimore Ravens select Jimmy Youngblood. Tavarius Milner to the Steelers. The Eagles take Traymel Frey, the edge out of Utah. The Dolphins, Eric Morrison, the guard out of Missouri. Seahawks, Cody Burns, get their guy. And this is what I wanted to do. Maybe realistically, I tried to just jump Seattle because I knew they were taking quarterback, but I wanted to just, you know, have a little more fun. The Kansas City Chiefs, Sheldon Coleman, the edge out of Louisville. The Lions, Marlon Franklin out of USF. The Titans, Samuel Olsen out of Notre Dame. The Cowboys, Chuck Hawkins. Interesting choice. The Bengals, Adrian Garrison. Another interesting choice. The Chargers, Rick Palmer. Falcons, with their pick they got from us, Matthew Milden. Okay. The Colts, Timmy Scott. Dwayne Durham out for the Packers. The Jalen Belton, Mike linebacker, the Panthers, and the Buffalo Bills selects Dante Craig, a linebacker out of UCLA. So that will do it for the first round, and we'll just go ahead and skip to our pick in the second. We will make our selection. So we have our quarterback. I mean, that is enough said there. We don't really need receiver anymore. Let's take a look at guard, and we'll take a look. Nice. There are any guys that are projected in this round. I mean, Spellman, Might fix our center issues, and he might bump over to guard. Other than that, not really many. He's really the only rounded or day 2 projection we have. So I'm going to go ahead, take a look at his measurables. You can see. Actually, I like a lot of these stats. A lot of A to C's, only 1 B to D, and 1 guaranteed C, which is pass blocking, which could be a problem, but I think Dave Spellman is our center. Okay. And he's hitting developments. Okay. I think we have our center from Washington State. I mean, this is a really good pick, I think. If he develops, I think that's the question. If he develops, right, he's going to be really good. And I guess that's really just the only question. Will he develop? Can I find who I've drafted from here easily? I forgot to write it down. I guess that would just be simple, wouldn't it? Oh, well. I knew who I got. I'll remember to write it down later. So our next pick is in the 3rd round. I didn't mean to do that. In pick 28. So we got our IDL, I mean. Maybe corner is our next move? We got round 2 to 3. I mean, I don't know. Really, any day 3 guys? Leon Boss was a day 3 guy. I don't want to wait on these guys. I saw a couple of his stats look decent, and he's really athletic too. I might, you know, he can't jump. Right, not that good, but elite speed, well, elite acceleration, great speed, marginal strength, good change of direction. You know, it's the 3rd round. You don't really want to take just dart throws early, but with how scouting is this year, and has been, I think we are going to take the dart throw. It's going to be normal developments. I'm sorry for that. Normal development. I mean, look at that. That is really good athleticism. And again, the zone coverage is something we can work on. But if we can run more man, that would be pretty cool. Our next pick is round 4 and the 28th. Of course, all these picks are. We'll go ahead and pick Martin Shorts. I saw C to F in zone coverage. I mean, I don't know. C to F on zone. I didn't see his man, but he's a safety. I mean, again, I want to run more man. That's just a straight D. I don't want to run him. Maybe a linebacker. Let's see what we're at with the linebackers. Lamar Wartford. He is more of a pass rusher. Again, it would be nice if we could separate this into edge linebacker. I know middle linebacker is probably the best to do that because I know they are linebackers. Not really a lot here. And we can look at corners. These day 3 guys. Not really a lot to go off of. There was a guy with a really cool name. I guess he is taken. Oh, well. What was Gerald Payne again? He's going to be a project. Not the most athletic guy in the world. I think we double dip on corner. He's hidden development. So, I mean, that is already a great start. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. I already forgot that I like to write my last pick, too. So, I mean, CBI, the cornerback out of DBU, hidden development. I mean, this has superstar written all over him, if I'm saying so. I mean, these last rounds, just dart throws. Our next selection is round 7. Maybe good old-fashioned nose tackle. Oh, he's fat, all right. Is he? I didn't even look at his weight. Where is his weight? 6'4", 300? I mean, sure. Good power moves. Play rec, I don't know if I care about. He can't tackle. Good impact blocking. Decent hit power. Not really good finesse or block shedding. But in the 5th round, I mean, why not? Vince Thomas. You are a Giants. And he's in development. Okay. Out of Arkansas. In development. Okay. I was just looking at traits. I didn't think. Maybe there are just a lot of hidden dev players. To the 7th round we go. We have 2 picks in the 7th. Watford has been here the whole time. It says he's pass coverage. And he's pretty athletic. I mean, look, he's a projected 2nd or 3rd round pick. And what's his coverage? I mean, actually, as a pass coverage linebacker, he doesn't look that bad. We'll move him to Mike, middle linebacker. But why not? It's just, I mean, it's the 7th round. We're taking dart throws. And we got a lot of the positions we really cared about. And then Eddie Stockton. Let's see, a guy had Eddie Stockton. I mean, physicals are all right. Zone coverage is bad. Man coverage is bad. So maybe not the guy I'm looking for. Again, maybe a tackle depth. Brian Westbrooks. Maybe a true run stopper or defensive tackle that we don't know anything about, but he's fat, and that is... He's fat and he's athletic. Unless these are just first remaining. I don't know if they're just remaining. And that's the scary part about Madden, isn't it? But he's big, he's fat, he's a 7th round pick, he can clock the middle. John Rogers, you are a Giant. Out of California. And he is normal dev. I don't know if that... I mean, it looks decent athletically. And I believe that is it. We'll take a look at who Mr. Irrelevant is. Actually, we can't tell because they're going to take us straight out of here. We can't tell who Mr. Irrelevant is, but we'll take a look at the draft recap. And the contracts are signed, and the Giants, I mean, Jonathan Cummins. He's our guy. Out of Houston. Hopefully he's the guy. I don't know. Oh, our 3rd round pick I have to read in. And that is Leon Boss. 70 overall. Out of FSU. One, 2, 3, 4, 577. Yeah, okay. So we'll take a look. Overall, I think our overalls are good. Couple like 60s at the end there, but 370 pluses, not bad. We'll take a look at the rest of the NFL. We'll take a look at our division rivals first. We'll start with the Eagles. And they took an edge. Again, really good. 2 edges. They had a better draft class than us. I mean, look at this. Wow. And they took a quarterback in the 7th. I mean, future starter over Hurts, maybe? I don't know. Good draft class. We'll take a look at the Cowboys. Again, Chuck Hawkins is actually really good. 79 overall. They still have Zeke, who's a superstar, but, I mean, I don't know if I agree with the pick, but he's a good player. Carlos Parker, Amare Baskerville. It's one of those cool names. Again. Oh, they hit on Leonard Beachum late. Sad. And the Commanders, not really, didn't have a lot of picks, but didn't really hit much. Probably similar quality to ours, but we had probably a better ceiling. Take a look at the NFL as a whole. Take a look at who the best player is, and that was Jalen Belton, a linebacker out of Iowa for the Panthers, selected 31st. Man, if we had 2 first-round picks, I mean, I would have taken him. I saw him, man, really good. These receivers. I mean, a lot of guys we missed out on, mainly because we decided to trade up for QB. We had to take QB first round. But I think we did overall pretty well. I mean, we'll take a look at the roster now that everything's all set. Actually, I'm going to go to the adjust lineup screen so it's easier. And here it is. Larson's going to be a good backup. I mean, I don't regret, right? I don't regret signing Larson. Despite it, you know, we drafted a guy who is better now. And we'll start day 1. But I like it. I like the move. We have a backup center in case Spellman or Glowinski goes down. We can shift him over. Our offensive line's looking really good. We have 3 tight ends now. We have great receivers to complement Barkley. We have a young QB. I mean, 21 years old. Scrambler. We'll take a look at his rankings. He ended up a 71 overall. And I mean, probably it's a little better than Daniel Jones. And he's fast. He can run the option. I mean, this is gonna be fun. We have 3 good receivers. Galladay was our number 1 last year. Now he's our number 3. The defense. I mean, Thibodeau's an X factor now. I didn't even notice that. 82 overall with adrenaline rush. I mean, he's going to be really good for us. Oh, I forgot about that bug. Of course, DB. Not really something changed too much. And linebackers we're going to have to live with. I think Vince is going to hit our number 1 nose tackle. I forgot about Kaiser White. He's going to shift to right middle linebacker. He is going to start for us. Overall, I think our team's a lot better now. I mean, look at this. And the special teams. Oh, Payne's our kick returner. He's a 65. I mean, I don't know, man. I am in love with this team. I am. I actually really enjoy it. As bad as Madden can be, being able to create teams and, I forgot we never upgraded Barkley. We gave him the mega deal. It doesn't matter. You know what? I changed my mind on it. We can keep him at 91. He can still upgrade. But yeah, we're gonna head to the preseason. We'll play 1 game. Yeah. We'll be playing, it's the Subway Series. I don't know if it is called that in football. It is in baseball, though. We are playing the New York Jets. And we're going to take a look at their schedule afterwards. We'll skip the strategy. Let's get some good jerseys on. They're alternates. A home option, I believe. Current alternate. There it is. And we'll wear our throwbacks. Which are these? Yeah. We'll get. We have our selection, and that means we're heading to MetLife Stadium. It's an away game for us, and it's the NFL debut for Terry McLaurin in a Giants jersey. Jonathan Cummings. We got Zach Wilson, and I believe we do play Zach Wilson's in the regular season this year. I believe it has been 4 years since the Bills have played the Jets. We also play the Bills. The Jets have played the Giants. And we'll skip the cutscene. We don't need to watch the cutscene. We have won the coin toss and have deferred, and here we go. Gano is back. We're back in MetLife. We are underway. Boy, is this exciting. Pollard. Is that Tony Pollard? Could that be perhaps why they decided to go? I was going to say. The Cowboys drafting a running back in the first round. So, cutscenes, I don't care about those. Let's start from the 25. And it's evident now an X Factor. Got a couple superstars on that line, and Breece Hall off the middle. Bouncing. We get about 7. So, not a good start for the run defense. And this is a good offensive line of the New York Jets this year. At least in real life, I know they improved with Mekhi Becton in the game. Wilson's going to take a shot deep downfield. Broken up by Holmes. And intended for Garrett Wilson. I still want to be man coverage in the front zone coverage on 3 straight plays. Looks like it's the same receiving group as last year for the Jets. Wilson underneath. It's caught by Corey Davis to the 39-yard track. And again, late in the first down. McKinney, who had, I believe, 3 forced fumbles in the playoff run for the New York Giants, had the hit stick. Breece Hall, at least starting 5 for the Jets as Breece Hall straight ahead for 4. I want to see how they are in man coverage. And Kaiser White's going to... Oh, this is all sorts of messed up, but we're going to have to live with it. The pass is caught Corey Davis. Not much you can do. And it goes down for the Jets. 15-minute quarters. I will go about halftime. That's where I will super sim the rest of this. I just want a little bit of action. We're going to line up Capono and have some fun. From the 49 of New York Giants. Play action. Wilson steps away from the pressure. Incomplete. Would have been picked off if it was on target. I messed up with my pass rushes. I'm still talking about play. I don't do this normally. And a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Hall. Cuts it back. Runs into a wall. There we go. It's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 8. Need the 39 to convert. Opening series of the game, and Wilson is going to take a shot. Davis breaks away, and Dory Jackson couldn't bring him down or force an incompletion. And over the shoulder grab by Corey Davis, and it's still a massive problem in this game. Because it's a 1st down for the Jets. 2nd jump ball, Zach has thrown so far. Hand off to Hall, and a great tackle by Aaron Robinson. 3 a carry so far for Hall. A good start for the defensive line. 2nd and 10. Wilson is caught in traffic by Davis. That was good coverage. Sometimes you just get beat at the corner of attack. was what Darnay Holmes was. From the 14 in the red zone, opening drive that is taking 10 plays and about 5 minutes off the clock. Wilson on the run, checks it down to Hall, tackled by Love. I still got it. I can still do it. In the game, 2nd and 4. And Wilson under center, the toss outside. Breece Hall with blocking, cuts it back and tackled at the line again. He is short, so it's 3rd down. And a false start on number 78, the left guard. I will not be making ground.
False start.
And now that makes it 3rd and 5. It was 3rd and inches before. Jets can get a first at the 4. And Wilson. Pressure coming. Runs into a wall. Down he goes, Ojolari. Welcome to the preseason. And a drive that took about 6.5 off the clock. About 16 plays. And the Jets will settle for Cody Parkey. 32-yard field goal. As the kick is up and good. Great start for Giants defense. They got down the field, but Giants defense tightened up in the red zone, and that will bring out the Giants. And I forgot to change playbooks. I was going to go to Baltimore. I should have returned that penalty. He feels fast. And it's the NFL debut of Cummings. Is there a option play? There's not really a lot in this playbook, because this is Daboll's playbook, and he actually trusts his QB. Well, when he was in Buffalo, has a big run for 16 to start his NFL career. If injuries happen in this game, actually, I'm going to quit out regardless. I'm not going to count these stats because I forgot to turn off injury. I don't want one to happen. And hand off to the superstar Saquon Barkley. Straight ahead before. Just trying out different options. I want to see what it's like. I mean, I'm going to switch to Baltimore. Have some more run ability for the QB. As Barkley straight ahead. 30 inches. We're going to throw it here. As much as I could easily just run it every down. 3rd and inches. Play action. Floats it wide open. It's Ridley. Breaks a tackle with Gardner and finally brought down at the 8 and 41 yards. Ridley toasted Sauce Gardner, the 2nd-year corner. And it's 1st and goal. Welcome to the team, Calvin Ridley. So from the 8s. And pressure. Stepping up in the pocket. We'll get to the line of scrimmage. And not much more else. It's 2nd down. This Giants draft class, we just sucks. Sometimes they try. And no, I'm not going to run down here. 2nd and goal. And protected, taking a shot, and completes. It's 3rd down. He's trying to force it to McLaurin. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, and a 4-man rush. Cummings to McLaurin, and both the receivers got a big play on 3rd down. A 41-yarder to Ridley, and a 8-yard touchdown to McLaurin. And the Giants take the lead. A great throw to start out his career. This kick by Gano will make it 7-3, as that was Griffin. Luckily, kicks do not matter. In the preseason, I missed 2 kicks, and I took that personally in the regular season last year. Didn't miss a single kick other than that. Pollard takes a knee. And I think Wilson and his Jets. I will give, of course, Cummings will get the full game. They will automatically take him out after the quarter. I will put him back in. Push down, and a pitch to Hall. And a broken tackle of Robinson, but he nowhere to go. And the Giants' run defense going strong as we take a look at believe was that tackled him. 36. Dane Belton as the tackler. Took the entire length of the field to do it, and it's 2nd and 10 because of it. As Wilson, stepping right, is gonna run. A lot of space. Zach Wilson, all the way across the 40 for 19 yards. So, I have no clue if this is coming. It's coming great. Fucking line. From the 43, and I hope the audio is balanced well. Again, I'm not streaming. Flag is down, and we'll see is the penalty on. Vince Thomas jumps, and it's an offsides or encroachment. The late round pick getting the penalty. It's 1st and 5. And under center go the Jets. Outside they go to Hall. Runs into a wall and nowhere to go. The run defense, you know, this is the Jets in the preseason, so I have no clue what to make of it. But so far, so well. I mean, it has played well. 2nd and 5. Hit as he's thrown, almost picked again. And this man coverage is working. So it's 3rd and 5. Wilson protected, and it's caught for the first by Garrett Wilson. So it's going to look like the Giants' starting offense will get 1 series. And we'll put the rookies in. Yeah, it's from the 45 after 3rd down conversion. Play action. Wide open is Garrett Wilson, and he dropped it. Incomplete. They had the shot play on. It worked to perfection, and Wilson couldn't grab it. And now Zach Wilson from the 45. 4-man rush. Pressure coming. Underneath it is dropped again. Back-to-back drops for the Giants. This one, Corey Davis. And it's a 3rd and 10. Converted on all their 3rd downs except for in the red zone. This a long one. Ojulari coming. Underneath to Garrett Wilson. Gets away, and it's 4th down. To the 38 he goes, and they're going to try the field goal try. This is going to be from 55 for Parkey, who made a chip shot from 32. And this one drifting back and lands on the end zone. No good. And a short field for the G-men. And I will not hold back and not be cheesy here. From the 45 after the turnover. Stepping up in the pocket to Ridley. He's got it and accelerates to the 24. Calvin Ridley, welcome to the team. That is for sure. And it's a 1st down. No running for Barkley so far. Throws and intercepted. Trying to force it to McLaurin. It's Bryce Hall to the 14 he goes, and the Jets take over. So not a real ideal end to the quarter for the starting offense, but Cummings will come back out after the end of this drive. There's Wilson. Players it. Caught Uzama for 5. The Giants defense has been performing so far. 3 points through a quarter for a starting team. Pressure. Flag is down. Wilson in a foot race. And just like that, they've given up 10. Touchdown, New York. 81 yards. And again, that animation. Unfortunate, as I believe Crowder got there late. And we'll decline the penalty. Payne will get a shot at it. For the 81-yarder, we'll take it to the 20. 3. So a good return for the rookie. Another rookie steps up out in the field. That was on me. That was not good. Let's be honest here. From the 23, Ridley off the field. Floats it. Caught by Johnson. Colin Johnson breaks a tackle into the 41. And that will do it for the quarter as the Giants are out by 3. The big plays on the offensive side of the ball. And specifically big plays through the air. Backups will come out and that will, except for Cummings, he will stay. He will stay out there.
Let's go now.
So the starting 4 is changed, or starting 5 is changed. There's going to be Slayton, Johnson, Robinson, Corbin, and Hudson. Cummings steps up the pocket, fires. Johnson broken on, incomplete.
Here we go.
And the 2nd and 10. Run it right at him. Corbin cuts it for 4. Already got 6 out of that. Gave him forward progress. They usually don't. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Corbin motions to the other side of the formation. 4-man rush. Stepping down, he goes. And it's 4th and 7. Tie the game, they'll go 55 yards by Gano. 8-mile-an-hour crosswind. Well within his range, hooking down the middle and good. We're tied at 10. Davis will take a knee. So, backups in on defense, and a handoff to the backup running back, Michael Carter, and McFadden brings it down to 11. Mostly the same defensive front from last year if you take out the only good players. So, run defense that has struggled, you expect more. From the 36, Carter still in. Underneath to Carter. And the first completion to Griffith. I believe that's how your rookie goes for 1. So first NFL completion. We're going to see a lot of Boss out there. Leon Boss, the rookie. Blitz. Wide open. And a big catch and run. It's Collins, tackled by McKinney. And a 17-yard grab into Giants territory. Garrett Wilson had the 81-yarder, their only touchdown. Only other points came on the opening drive. There's Nico Collins, the former Texan. Michael Carter goes for 4. And if you want to, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just do a voiceover with gameplay in the background as Carter goes for a first down. It's a run defense really struggling against the second stringers. If you want to watch the full game, it'll be on the live stream. I mean, this one. I have to voice over. I'm going to do it so if you want to actually watch the preseason game, you have to go to the live stream. Game 3. So, very run heavy for this Jets offense. Carter in there. He's very much tired. He gets the call. Carter with a big hole. Tackled by Panic and Roche. First down. The run is being established, that is for sure. And a 1st and 10. 9.5, second quarter. Pitch it. Other running back, and gets about 3. That is Leak. Is a running back. Carter returns on a 2nd and 7. Denzel Mims in at receiver. Roche fires. Mims down to the 4. What a throw by Griffith. And it's 1st and goal for the Jets. And they will probably, they're in the goal line set, and they pitch it. Carter breaks away. Michael Carter into the end zone for the touchdown. thought he had it. And instead, 17-6. We'll see what Cummings can do. We won't just pass the ball repeatedly. Corbin breaks off. Oh my goodness, what an effort. Still coming. That was a loss of 5, and he turned it into 7. I mean, my goodness. 2nd and 3, play action. Deep drop coming. As he's thrown, knocked away. Complete. Had time. It's 3rd and 3. This time he doesn't. Ball's out on the ground. It's picked up by McKathan. He's ripped down at the 20, and that's a 3 and out. Johnson on the tackle. That drive was doomed for the start as Gillian will punt. You will expect these things with a rookie QB. Davis breaks off of 1. Davis to the 40. Yeah, I hope you are enjoying the live stream. It's going to approach 1 hour 30 minutes. In the 45, the Jets take over. 4-man rush. Deep shots, and it is incomplete. Tyler Conklin slowed it up, so that will guarantee we will not see the end of this game. So we'll not be doing injuries for either side, even though the Jets do not matter to me. Let's play action. Pressure. Griffith, down it goes. Quincy Roche. Big part of last year with injuries to Thibodeau and Ojulari. 3rd and 20. Trying to get the ball back for a 2-minute, well, it will be a 4-minute drive. To get some points on the board before half. 3-man rush, 4-man rush over the middle, caught, breaking a tackle is Pollard. And it's 4th down. And it's not Tony Pollard. He's playing receiver. He's a running back playing receiver. It is not Tony Pollard. It's him, R. Pollard. Interesting. But a punt by Brady Mann. After the 3 and out, and Payne will not call for a fair catch. Tripped up at the 10. And that's what the Giants will take over. Jets will take over on defense. Pressure. With pass. Johnson dropped it. Fortunate there. Offense really, I mean, it's the backup offense, and the Jets team is really good. As Corbin, it's all the tackle battles, too. This Jets team is really good, but, I mean, I was hoping the backup offense would do a lot better. Fires offline and intercepted. Picked off by 46, which is shorts. And the Jets have no takeaway. 2 interceptions, that one is on Cummings. Just missed the throw. 2nd turnover. And the Jets with a handoff. Carter, middle to the 24. 36. Second and 4. Carter cuts it. McFadden with a hit stick gets a 2. And 3rd down and 2. And play action underneath, wide open. Is Leak. He leaked out of the backfield and out of bounds at the 9. And it's 1st and goal. Griffith is 5 for 6. Honestly, he's playing better than Wilson, if you can believe that. And it's 1st and goal. Carter on the delay. Carter up the middle. Michael Carter for the touchdown. A 9-yard score, and the Jets pour it on. Maybe 2 score. Looking good. I didn't want to sim that. I can tell. Let's play action. And Johnson has it to the 40. And we'll hurry up here. Over the middle, wide open as Corbin trying to cut it outside, takes it to the 38. And again, going, hurry up. Blitz again, underneath to Johnson. Shoves one off and takes us to the 2. Try to get the defense to have a 2-minute drive. I don't want it, actually. I was going to run it here. Go hurry up again. 3rd and 2 and a 4-man rush. Middle, Cummings to Johnson. Drops it, incompletes. Based off of what I've seen already, I am absolutely glad. It's 4th and 2. We'll go for it. Middle. Caught. Slayton breaks off. And to the 13. I am glad we are paying all that money. Sideline incomplete. Bad read there. 2nd down. In stride. Wan'Dale Robinson is down to the 1. And it's 1st and goal. Do it again. Robinson this time is in for the touchdown. And the Giants down by 8. I'll go for 2. Going for 2. You always do down 4. Or down by 8. Yeah. Hurry. Thomas. This block was interfered with. 59 seconds for the defense. Michael Carter averaging 6.1 against the backup defense. All right, let's see what Griffith can do against our backups, as that was almost pick 6. Second incompletion of the day. 57 seconds. Maybe I'll give Cummings a drive in the 3rd. A little shift. Comes on Mims. Goes to the tight end spot. Blitz. Caught. Taking away Pollard to the 40. Timeout here. Jets. Griffith across the body. Carter gets away from Belton and out of bounds at the 48 of Giants. First and 10. Griffith. Down he goes. Timeout New York. And there's Leonard Williams. And so far, the defense playing pretty well. Underneath. Check down option. Carter. Timeout Giants trying to get the ball back. 3rd and 16, and we'll see. Flag is down, middle. Carter breaks away, and Michael Carter with Robinson to beat is into the end zone for the touchdown. On the crease, I tried to blitz, but the DB was offsides, barely. I mean, I disagree on the offsides, but it's a 54-yard touchdown. And the backup defense is getting shredded. 21 points in this quarter. That's a bit shredded. Yeah, pressured incomplete. 17 seconds. Just trying to take some shots. Oh, if I can put like McLaurin out there. Let's call my Hudson. Timeout. 11 seconds. I guess I was calling the same place back to back. I don't care. 4-man rush. Hit. The sideline. Actually, I want to make this I'm just going to throw a curl. What am I doing? To the 40, timeouts, and 57-yarder for Grinnell. So, I mean, pretty well. Yeah, he executed. He had one under pressure. One throw that was under pressure, but other than that, he got us in the field goal range. 57 yards is Grinnell's range. Does sneak in. His range was 66, right? That will do for the half. We'll ignore that. And we'll quit the game. Turn off injuries. All right, so we will change the settings, I believe. Should be franchise settings. Okay. League settings. And we will disable injuries. And we will head to week 4, the final bye. So we'll go to cuts. And I will do it. And we ended up with 27-17. How about that? Kansas City, we ended up losing 31-28. We do have some. Wandale Robinson. Torship. So who's the standouts? Dexter Lawrence was a standout. Nice. We'll head to next week to the bye. And we have to cut 8 players. And more upgrades. So Thibodeau gets another upgrade. I mean, that's crazy. Thibodeau up to an 83. Barkley up to an 89. I mean, who needs? I mean, realistically, who does need to cheat? Matt Pert up to a 70. Sad day. He's no longer a 69. And Dean Belton to a 68. I'm assuming he'll go to a 68 with that. Go cuts. If I can spell right. That is our upgrades. Now the cuts. We have to cut 8 players to meet the 53 requirements. And QBs we won't touch. We'll take 3 running backs on the roster. Barkley doesn't even come off the field. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can cut Javon Hiley. Moving to the practice squad. And Daz Newsome. to the practice squad. Tight ends, we have 3, so I don't want to move that. Tackles, it's just that. Might. Let's see. I think left guard and right guard we're going to touch. Okay. So left guard, we can get rid of Shane Lemieux. We're just going to cut. And Ben Bredesen. We'll just straight up cut. So 3 tackles, good amount of guards in the center. Probably cut Carter Coughlin. Yeah, we'll cut Carter Coughlin. Jojo Ozu. I don't know how to say that. This will be fun remembering to pronounce that correctly. I'm gonna go. So we have 3. I think we can live with 5 edges. So we'll go Emerson Smith. So the rookie can stay. And the final 2 can be these 2 positions. DiCaprio Boodle. I guess you're a practice squatter now. Actually, that's it. That's all 8. Okay. So we got our staff done. And that will do it. And we're going to... I see what our first week is already. So we'll head to week 1. And we'll take a look at the schedule. So, immediately all of our practice squad players have been signed. That's unfortunate. So we'll take a look at the schedule and we'll go with these guys. So our schedule is versus Washington, then against the Chargers, then at Miami. This is a 3-game road trip, which is technically illegal, but I mean, who cares about that? Am I right? Then Philadelphia, then Arizona. Then our first game versus Dallas. And our second, we get the 2 Philadelphia games out of the way early. Remember, both of our Eagles games last year were coming late in the season. Then we have a game against Seattle, a game against San Francisco. We go back to Green Bay versus Buffalo. We play the defending champs. Then we play the Jets in the Subway Series. We're technically home for that. Then New England. We played 3 of the 4 East teams in a row. Then we go at Washington versus Carolina, at Dallas. And then we close week 18 with the Rams. So that is a difficult schedule. I mean, I'm fine with that. I just want to see who the primetime game is. Now I'm going to have to start the year. Then I'm going to do this. Oh, it's going to be Kansas City. Of course it's Kansas City. I love that. That's incredible. So now, I mean, actually, I'll have a graphic for that now that I think about it. We'll look at week 1. So the camp standouts. Two tackles for loss against Buffalo. I guess to wait for that. Opening day keys. that will be dominating offense. And that'll be running game, obviously. Rookie QB. And his first NFL starts. Rush for 150. That is something easy. Rookie QB1 is, I believe, our last one. And I think I'm going to say show flashes. So, when... So that will do it, and then... Yeah, I think that's it. So about 1 hour 45 minutes is a good ending point for this stream. We'll take a look at not the team schedule, but the league schedule. So week 1 NFL action. Thursday Night Football is going to end up at the bottom every time. It's going to start out with the defending Super Bowl champs, Buffalo Bills, playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And for the Sunday slate of games, we got Miami and Dallas. We got the Jets and Eagles. I put the wrong letter. God. Chicago and Carolina. New Orleans and Green Bay. How about that? Pittsburgh and Houston. Baltimore and Indianapolis. We play the Commanders. Jaguars play the Cardinals. New England at Las Vegas. Minnesota and Denver. Detroit at the Chargers. Cleveland against the Seahawks. And on Sunday Night Football, the Titans play the San Francisco 49ers. And on Monday night, we have a doubleheader. Tampa Bay playing the Atlanta Falcons. And the Cincinnati Bengals playing the LA Rams. And I believe that will do it. We'll finish it off with one final look. Actually, we'll do the season goal. We'll do that. I mean, make the playoffs is the easy one. Is there a win the division? It's just make the playoffs. That's our goal. So that will do it. We'll finish it off as a look at our lineup, our offense and defense. And as always, if you enjoyed the live stream, if you stayed around to the end, be sure to leave a like. Despite the issues to start, I thought it went pretty well. But if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I'll leave a comment, share on other social media platforms. And I will see you next time when we face the Washington Commanders.